Mike Malott, first main event here in Canada. Just what are your thoughts on his performance tonight? It was a bit of a rough start for Canada, but definitely closed out strong.
Yeah, I think Canada did great tonight. Fans were awesome. Buzz and energy in there was incredible. And, yeah, Mike breaks Mike close to the top 10. So, big night for him.
And then the other half of the main event, of course, Gilbert Burns is a guy who's been around, fought everyone, and obviously he was very emotional tonight, puts down the glove, says, hey, I think that's it. I think I'm done. I mean, what can you say about what he's meant to the company and kind of, the highlights that he's had over the years? Yeah,
he's a tough, durable guy, great human being, done some big things, was right there. And, yeah, he's had a good run. He's had a good run here. And we like him a lot.
You got the White House card coming up, obviously huge. You might want to talk about this after, but so far, what's been the biggest hurdle in getting that deal done?
And getting what deal done?
Just getting the White House card put together. Just what's been the craziest hurdle you've had?
Well, it's always, first it's, what is the vision for this show? How do I want it to look? And then Borsari and his team got to figure that out. And I don't know if you saw it today. I posted the claw is starting to be built right now. And the claw is the lighting grid that will go over the top. It's being built right now in Philly as we speak. So once that thing is put together, then we get it over to the White House. And then it's from here on out, it's all about execution now. The thing's going to be incredibly successful on the bells and whistles side. And then it's up to the fighters that night. The amount of people that have already reached out to be in the lottery draw for tickets is, insane. So
the price tag that we see to put on that event, is that accurate, like $60 million?
Yeah, it's in that ballpark.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, Ada.
Hopefully a little less.
What will you remember the most about Gilbert Burns? Is there one specific, he was with this company since November 2015. He's had a lot of fights, fought for the belt. Is there one moment or a couple that...
He burst onto the scene and worked his way right up, had some wars, incredible fights. But at this stage in my career, with all the fights that I see every weekend, one of the things that stands out to me, the only thing that really matters is that he's a really good person, and I like him a lot.
I saw just a couple hours ago, Real American Freestyle Wrestling announced that they had signed Khamzat Chimaev to a deal. I'm just wondering if you knew about that, or if
who signed him to a deal?
RAF, the wrestling promotion.
Oh yeah, okay.
Signed Chimaev to a deal.
Okay.
I'm just wondering if you have any thoughts on that, and just kind of RAF, what they've done over the past few months, and they've been putting on a lot of events with UFC talent.
Yeah.
Just what you make of that.
Good for them. Yeah. I hope it works out for him, yeah. Done with me? Yeah, go ahead.
Real quick, Carlos Ulberg, it was announced a day or two ago that he did tear his ACL, which I think most people knew or suspected. Has there been any talk about yet what you do at 205? It's going to be a while.
Yeah, so
to fight again.
One of the good things about it is he was at Power Slap last night, and I was talking to him, and he's going to stay in Vegas. So he got the surgery. He's going to start working at the PI. Apparently where he lives in Australia, he's in a remote part of the country, so there wasn't a lot around him. And what we used to find before we built the Performance Institute is we would get these guys surgery with great doctors, then they'd go back home and wouldn't do anything. They didn't do any physical therapy and recovery. So now with the PI, that place has saved more fights and help more athletes prolong their careers, and we'll get him in there, see how fast he starts to recover, and we always figure it out.
I know Paulo Costa has been talking already about interim belts and whatnot. I assume you guys haven't really had that conversation yet.
We have not, yeah. Carlos is still getting set up here, but we will figure it out.
One more for you quickly, Dana. Ayman Zabi was here all week, and one thing he said specifically is he feels his fight against O'Malley is a title eliminator, that the winner will fight Jan for the belt. Is that the case, or is that undecided?
Well, I don't ever look at it. These guys are, again, put in these positions with great opportunities. Let's see what the fight looks like, and let's see how they perform. And, just to throw out there, whoever wins is going to get, that's not really what happens here. Perform. Let's see how you look, and then we'll make that decision.
Thank you.
Yep.
Dana, one more right here. You guys signed Conor Benn to a contract extension. It was announced the other day, and Eddie Hearn had some comments as well, saying some people aren't as smart as they think they are, and he was talking about a lack of honesty. Just wondering if you can comment on, first of all, extending Conor, and then if you had any response to Eddie.
Listen, Eddie says a lot of dumb shit. I'm getting used to it. Eddie said that me and him are the biggest fight in boxing. Therein lies the problem with boxing. And the fact that a fight promoter who's actually put on big fights and had a stable of good fighters would say something that fucking stupid is not starting to not be as shocking as it was in the beginning. But you're a fucking bum. I'm old. And we don't even deserve to be on a card with a bunch of real fighters. Number one. Number two, everybody's talking shit about Conor Benn and the deal that we made. I will say this like I said a few months ago. Sit back, watch what we do this year, and then judge us by our body of work at the end of the year. Now, I said that a few months ago, and look where we are now and what we're doing. It's funny because I knew how fucked up boxing was, but I never really realized how bad it was and how bad these guys that have run the sport are at what they did until I got into it. So, he said he never made any money with Jai Opataya, and now, they did this deal with Conor Benn, they'll never make money, and all these guys, and then all these guys on the internet that are so smart and such fucking experts in the fight business, man. Apparently half these guys out here that have a fucking, just because you have $35 and can start a fucking website and do a podcast means you're some type of expert. You guys should be running fucking Bellator and PFL and ONE FC. Go help these guys out, man. Help these guys. You guys are brilliant geniuses. You know everything about the fight business. Why aren't you running one of these other failing organizations? I don't know if I answered your question, but that's all I got.
Can I just quickly ask, you guys announced Gable Stevenson's signing last weekend. Roughly, what do you have in mind for, like, experience-wise for an opponent for his debut? Like, he's 3-0, so he's very new to MMA.
CM Punk fought here.
True.
We'll find somebody.
Yeah, but do you think, like, a veteran, someone in the top 15, or do you?
I don't know. No, well, definitely. I don't know if we go after a top 15 guy. I say this to you guys all the time. The UFC jitters are real. Walking in, I don't care how you've competed, or where, or what you've done. When you come here, it's a different level. And like I said earlier tonight, our matchmakers are the best in the business. We'll figure him out and get him the right fight. And when I say that, I mean at what we think his level is and what we think he's capable of. Cool? All right. Thanks, guys. Good night.